Clowns, of course, come in all shapes and sizes, and every week I will be bringing you some of Australia's greatest clown acts. There's the comical slapstick clown, of course, like pie-in-the-face Bowen, fresh back from his hilarious performance at the COP28 circus in Dubai, where he won Climate Clown of the Year for his hilarious Welcome to Country ceremony in the desert sands of Dubai. Plus, we've got your more traditional clown. Here's Al-bozo, the clown without his makeup on, who's more of a mime artist these days, having never recovered from losing his voice last year. Then there's the creepy clown, and there's plenty of those under the Barton big top, or even worse, there's the scary clown. Yes, Pennywise the clown, created by none other than master horror writer Stephen King, was possibly the scariest clown ever conceived of. He certainly scared the kiddies witless.
We'll float down here. Yes, we do.
Ha ha ha! But ladies and gentlemen, do I have an even scarier clown for you? Pennywise the clown has been replaced by Penny Wong the clown. Yes, even Stephen King couldn't create a scarier character than Penny Wong the clown, crawling straight out of the deepest depths of Labour's factional sewers and the Lake Burley Griffin swamp. Certainly, nobody was laughing this week when Penny Wong the clown embarked on her sellout tour of the Middle East, aptly named because she managed to sell out the entire Jewish population of Australia in what the Sydney Morning Herald described as Penny Wong's tightrope act, by refusing to visit the site of the October 7 atrocities in which hundreds of Jewish girls and women were raped, murdered and butchered, which is the equivalent of going on a tourist trip to Treblinka but not bothering to visit the Holocaust Museum there. Showing that even the folk at the Sydney Morning Herald like a good belly laugh, the paper claimed that, quote, Australia's favourite MP, that'd be Penny Wong the clown, is going to walk a very tight rope. Of course, it's only a scary tightrope act if you're terrified of putting a woke foot wrong, and if you see some clownish kind of moral equivalence between Hamas's barbaric butchery and savage murders, rapes and dismemberments of October 7th, and the legitimate right, indeed responsibility, of the Israeli government to completely annihilate Hamas and destroy its terror network in order to protect its civilian population from Islamist-inspired genocide so that it never happens again. Poor old Penny Wong the clown, it seems, can't quite get her act together, even though she no doubt had one of Canberra's top bureaucrats from the Department of Foreign Affairs preparing her for her high-wire tightrope act. Here he is.
My skit is called Tightrope Walker.
Seems, however, that the crowds are not very impressed by Penny Wong. The Australian Jewish Association described it as an outrageous insult to Jews and disturbing behaviour. Quote, "The news that our Foreign Minister, Senator Penny Wong, during her visit to Israel, will not visit the southern communities which were subject to the barbaric Hamas terrorism on October 7th is a major shock," said AJA President David Adler, pointing out all those political leaders from the US, the UK and Europe who have done just that, as well as the Liberal Party's own Senator Simon Birmingham. Well done, I say, Senator Birmingham. Deputy Liberal Leader Susan Ley said it was unforgivable that Wong did not go. She should see the areas that on October the 7th changed this landscape forever, both politically and for the communities, Susan Ley said. But it just got worse. Penny Wong the clown started spraying our money around like confetti out of a circus cannon with a further $21 million of your hard-earned taxpayers' dollars, including no less than $6 million to the sinister UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Works Association agency responsible for teaching Muslim children as young as kindergarten to hate and want to kill Jews, like this.
التي تغنى بها كل الحكام العرب، فظل الحراك الشعبي الفلسطيني وصولا إلى تأسيس أول حركة تحرر وطني وانطلاق.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even Stephen King never dreamt up anything as evil as teaching your children to murder their Jewish neighbours, something which no doubt contributed to the horrifying events of October 7th. But Penny Wong the clown is happy to pour $6 million into the coffers of Palestinian extremists and UNRWA whilst offending and belittling the suffering of the Jews by going to Israel but steering clear of the scenes of the atrocities. So how did her high-wire trapeze act go? Like this. Yes, Penny Wong the clown's high-wire act was a disaster. After disgracefully handing over our money, suddenly she announces that she will tell the terrorists not to misuse any of our money, or something like that. Quote, Minister Penny Wong has told Palestinian Authority officials that Australia's latest funding package for Gaza, intended to pay for civilian healthcare and childhood education, must be managed carefully to prevent the taxpayer resources being misused by terrorists. What an absolute clown show. Yes, it's all just another day at Al-bozo's circus, as the entire Labour caucus, flounders around trying to perform the high-wire juggling act of pretending to show some kind of support for Israel whilst simultaneously pandering to the worst prejudices of the extremists in Labour's Muslim electorates. What a joke! So make sure you tune in every week, folks, as I crack the whip and bring you the exciting adventures from under the burly griffin big top with Ringmaster Rowan's Clown Show. What would Dame Judi Dench say?
Where are